were highlighted. Hey guys, welcome back to my channel, or welcome to my channel. My name is Hannah, and in today's video I decided to put a sunset on my eyeballs. I wanted to play around with the James Charles Morphe palette, and he literally put every shade of the rainbow in that palette, and I thought it would be really fun to experiment with it, and I decided to do a sunset look. And if you like the video, please give it a thumbs up, please subscribe to my channel, and you can also hit the little bell to get my notifications every time I post something new. And I really hope you enjoy the video, so let's get into it. Okay, so I've already primed my face and done my eyebrows, and now we're gonna move in to the eyeshadow. I'm going to first start by priming my eyes using the Urban Decay eyeshadow primer potion, and I use the shade Eden. I like this one just because it has the color to it, so it like covers up the veins on your eyelids, provides a really clean base to start. So now I'm gonna set that just using a powder, and I'm just gonna set that so it's just a really good starting base. Okay, so now I'm gonna go in with the eyeshadow. Today I'm gonna be using the James Charles Morphe palette. I chose this because it has every color of the rainbow in it, as you can see here, and I thought, what better palette to do a sunset eye than this one. Okay, so to begin, I'm going to start out with this yellow shade in the palette. It is called B, and I'm going to put that all over the transition area. So going in with that shade, I'm using the Morphe R37 big fluffy brush, and I'm just going to start putting that all over the transition area of my eyes. To start, I'm just going to be using the same windshield wiper motions, and then as it starts to blend, I will go in with some circular motions and make it not as precise. I'm really just focusing this on the top of my transition area, just because for a sunset eye you want to do layers, and the yellow is obviously going to be the top layer, so you don't necessarily need that to be all over the entire lid. Also, the higher up that it is, the more it'll stand out when you do start putting on other colors. Okay, so now I'm going to go into an orange shade using this one right here. It's called 518, and I'm going to begin putting that lower than the yellow using the Morphe M441 brush. I'm still kind of putting this on the transition area. I'm just focusing it lower towards the lid instead of higher towards the eyebrow. I'm just going in with a really like 2 little taps into the color each time, just so that I have more control over blending it, and that I can just build it up as I go rather than just trying to do it all in one swing. Okay, so now I'm going to go back in with the Morphe R37 with that same yellow shade and just go back over it to make sure the yellow still stands out. So next up, I'm going to go in with a red. I'm actually going to do 2 reds, but to start out, I'm going to go in with this one, and it's called Rusted. I'm also going to be changing brushes. This is the Morphe M514 brush. It's just a little bit smaller and more precise. And for the red shade, this is just going to go all over the eyelids. Also, if you wonder why I do that, it's because I have eyelash extensions, and it's actually tremendously difficult to do eyeshadow with eyelash extensions on, so just figure I'll pull them down while I do it. For this, I'm just like, to start, I just want to pat it all up on the eyelid so that I have a little bit more control, and then eventually I'll add more and blend more. Okay, so now I'm just going to kind of try to blend it just a little bit into the transition area. I don't want to take away that orange, but I also do want to make sure everything's blended. And just the same as what I've been doing with all the other shades, I only do about 2 taps into the color, and I just am building up the pigment. Okay, so now I'm going to go in with a second red. This one's just a little bit deeper. I'm going to use this one right here, and it's called You're Kidding. I think something that would be so much fun about creating an eyeshadow palette would be naming all the colors. So this deeper red, I'm just putting exactly over where I had the other red. I just want to deepen it and intensify it just a little bit. Okay, so now I'm actually going to take the same brush and go back in with the orange and put it in the transition area just like I did with the yellow, just so it doesn't lose its color with all the other blending that we've been doing. And going back in with the Morphe R37, I'm going to tap back into B and put it right on top of the yellow again. And then I'm also going to use this just to kind of blend everything together. Okay, so that is the top part of the eyes all complete. I'm gonna go ahead and do my face and then we will finish up the eyes. Okay, so for my face, like I said, I have already primed, so I'm gonna go ahead and jump into foundation. I'm gonna be using the Too Faced Peach Perfect Comfort Matte Foundation in the shade Light Beige. This is a little bit dark for me right now, so bear with me, but I did not get a tan this week, so we're just gonna have to work with it. Have any of you guys watched the Netflix series called You? I actually just started watching it. I think I'm on episode 3 now. I like it so far. I've heard like everybody talking about it, so I was like, gotta try it. But I think it's cool. I don't know. It's crazy how he like, oh, it's weird because he seems like such a romantic type, but he's like terrifying at the same time. And so like psychotic. Yeah, I don't know, it's crazy. I remember when it first came out and everybody was like romanticizing him and stalkers, and he had to like reach out, and I think he tweeted or something and was like, do not like fantasize over this guy because he's like a horrible person. And it's like such a real scary thing, but people were acting like he like was okay and he's not. So I don't know where this show's gonna go. I don't know what's gonna happen, because like I said, I'm only on episode 3, so don't like spoil anything, but do tell me if you watched it and if you like it and if it's worth to keep watching it. Oh, I'm going in with concealer now. This is something I cannot pronounce. Is it Joy, maybe? I don't know. I'll link it down below if you're curious, but I like this one especially because it's a lighter shade and your girl is very pale at the moment. Oh, I love concealer so much. Oh my gosh. Okay, so now I'm going to set everything. I'm going to go in with the Hourglass Translucent Setting Powder. And I'm going to go in with my Beauty Blender and do this part, dip it in that, and then pat it underneath my eyes. Ooh. Okay, so next I'm going to continue setting my face, but this time I'm going to go in with the Makeup Forever Professional Pro Finish Foundation Powder. That's what it's called. Use the It Cosmetics Big Fluffy Powder Brush, and I'm just going to set everything in place. Okay, so now that the face is all set and everything's done with that, I'm going to go ahead and finish up the eyes. So for underneath the eyes, I'm actually just going to stick with the red tones. I'm not going to do the yellows or the oranges or anything like that. I'm just going to stick with red. Okay, so I'm going to switch between the two reds, which was Rusted and You're Kidding. And I'm going to start out with Rusted using the Jaclyn Hill X Morphe brush JH38. Okay, so next I'm going to take this flat brush. This is the Morphe X Jaclyn Hill JH43, and I'm going to go in with a violet color in this palette called Escape, and I'm going to put that right on my lash line. Okay, so that is pretty much all I'm going to do for eyeshadow. The next thing that I'm going to do is highlight everything. So I'm going to go in using the Morphe M419. This is my go-to for highlighting because it's so itty bitty. And I'm going to go in with the shade Ring Light. And I'm going to highlight up on my brow bone. I'm also going to highlight the inner corners. So now that eyeshadow is done, I'm going to go ahead and line my waterline. I have two different colors that I'm going to do. I'm going to do just a black. This is the Marc Jacobs Highliner Gel Eye Crayon, and I'm going to put that on my upper waterline. And then for my bottom waterline, I'm going to use this Makeup Forever Artist Color Pencil in the shade Endless Plum. It's like a violet, and I think that'll just really tie together the whole sunset vibe we got going on. Everything's coming together. I'm going to just finish the eyes now by brushing out my lash extensions and then putting mascara. This is the Benefit Bad Gal Bang on my lower lash line. Alright, so that's correct grammar. So that is the eyes all complete. Okay, so now that the eyes are all done and complete and we have a sunset on our eye logs, oh my gosh, and that we have a sunset on our eyes, I'm going to just finish up the face and add some color back to my complexion because that's always nice, yeah? So I'm going to go in with the Anastasia Contour Kit. This is the light to medium because duh. And I'm going to be mixing this shade and this shade together, and I'm going to contour my cheeks. So now I'm a bronze. I'm going to be using the Physicians Formula Butter Bronzer. As you can tell, I like it because it's almost gone. This is in the shade Light Bronzer, obviously. Alright, so now I'm going to go in with blush. This is the Burt's Bees blush in Toasted Cinnamon. I don't know why I just said that like that. I'm trying to make this more entertaining, okay? So now I'm going to go in with highlighter using the Hourglass Metallic Strobe Lighting Palette. And I'm going to use these two shades. Alright, so the last thing that I'm going to do is apply some lipstick. I'm going to go in with the Pat McGrath Lip Liner in the shade Contour, with then the Kylie Matte Liquid Lipstick in the shade Hazel, and then we'll be all done. Alright, so this is the face all complete. I hope you enjoyed watching. If you recreate this look, do send me pictures. DM me on Instagram. That would be awesome. I believe in you. I think you can do it if you want to. I hope to see you in my next video. Please give this video a thumbs up. Subscribe to me, please. And don't forget that you can hit the little notification button and get alerts anytime that I post a video, because why don't you want to see this face more often? Come on. Anyways, just please give this a thumbs up, subscribe if you like me, and I hope to see you in my next video. Bye.